Hello. Welcome everyone in chat. We are here to play a Call of Cthulhu game set in Los Angeles in the year 2025. We're going to go through some cast introductions. I'm going to talk about some housekeeping stuff as far as content goes, and then we'll be jumping into the game. So first things first, I would like to recognize those who are helping put this game on off screen, both our producers and our tech jockey, Erica and Curtis. Thank you to them. Also, a huge thank you to our partner for the show, Chaosium, where you can find all things Call of Cthulhu related. I am going to be your game master, your story keeper, the person who makes sure that nothing bad happens to our lovely little 4 players.
That's a lie,
and you can
know
find you can find me at D&D Imposter on all social medias, and then here every Thursday night for about 5 more episodes after this. Every Thursday night, running these fine folks through Call of Cthulhu for all of their first time. And talking about our lovely cast, I'm going to drop down below me to Chris, if you want to introduce yourself, and then popcorn it off.
I do look good on the bottom. Hello, everybody. It's me, Hamasamakun, your favorite internet celebrity, and nope, that's about all I do. You can find me at Hamasamakun. That's HAMASAMAKUN on all social media platforms. That's Instagram, that's Twitch, that's TikTok. That's probably some other things that I can't really think about right now. I'm playing Rory Choi, who's a lovely being who doesn't deserve the things that are about to happen. I just wanted to go to the fair, man. I don't know how we got to this point. Any pronouns for either character or me. Hello. The silence is really punctuating.
Popcorn it.
Jonathan, go please.
The whimsical carnival music while you just pause. Hola, buenas tardes. I am Jonathan Perez, also known as Latinos Against Spooky Shit. I am playing Isaí Guerrero. He, him for both, and you can find me at Latinos Against Spooky Shit on pretty much all my platforms except Twitter Against Spooky, because Latinos Against Spooky Shit's too long. Yeah, and I'm gonna popcorn over. I think the next person is Charm is next to me in the lineup.
Hello. Yes, I'm Old World Charm. You can call me Charm. I'm happy to be sandwiched between these two beautiful people.
Hey.
Sad I'm not sandwiched between those other two beautiful people, but you know what? You can't get what you want. So, yeah, I'm playing Frankie. Frankie is, any and all pronouns, and myself. Hit me with what you got, and I am happy to be here playing in my very first Call of Cthulhu game. This series has been, so far, the anticipation is killing me. On to Scxrlet.
Hi. The anticipation
Patient.
is also tantalizing. I'm Scxrlet64 on all the things. I am a TTRPG content creator and illustrator. And this is also my first time playing Call of Cthulhu, and I'm playing Sam, the awkward karate girl. Who's still learning social skills.
Aren't we all?
I would popcorn this back to our lovely GM.
So, for all those in the audience, because this is a horror game, I want to preface the game with some safety tool talk. All of the players, tech members and producers have been provided with consent sheets, and the cast is fully aware of the lines and veils of this game. At any time, my players can X, red card, in the chat, verbal, and we will stop the scene and move on. But for those not actively taking part in the game but are watching from the audience perspective, all of these games are run roughly about 2 hours long, and I say in bold, these are recorded. So with that in mind, if at any time the thematic elements are triggering or unnerving, please pause the stream, step away for a bit. You can always catch up later on 5% Chances, YouTube, or Twitch. Trigger warnings: if you missed the slide at the beginning of the stream, the trigger warnings can but are not guaranteed to include, and I mean this for the entirety of the game, not just this one episode. The trigger warnings are body horror, primal fears, spooky atmosphere, dead animals, harm to children, but only the PCs themselves. Loss of player agency, disbelief in one another's experience, which is not to be confused with gaslighting. All types of carnival themes, which includes the spooky atmosphere, possibly clowns, drug usage, adult language, and last but not least, lasagna. Do my players have any questions for me before we jump in?
I always forget about the lasagna.
It's my favorite part ever of all
It's
time.
at the bottom of my duffel
Gets me
bag,
every
guys.
time.
It's at the
You have
bottom of the
lasagna
duffel
in your
bag.
duffel bag?
That
Yeah.
explains the shoes.
That's-
No, this still doesn't explain the shoes.
That's scarier than anything we've faced so far.
Yeah, and that's where the cookies were.
The lasagna's
So
gonna be
really
rough.
quick,
So
can
there's no
anybody
horror
give
elements, we're
me
just hallucinating.
any of my 4 players give me kind of a quick recap of what happened last game?
Your boy
Crime.
what popped a bunch of fucking balloons and it was great. And that's all I remember, honestly.
I was the master at a Cooking Mama Time Crisis hybrid called Time Crisis, but THYME.
THYME.
Yes.
And I
yeah,
won a
um,
Game Boy, and then
you
they
won the
tried
Game
to
Boy.
steal.
And there's no Wii.
You guys tried to steal.
Frankie tried to
Frankie
steal.
tried to steal.
He also, the locket started
How are you?
glowing. Frankie
Wait.
also saw the
Frankie
talking.
tried to steal the stuffy, not
the
the
stuffy, not
Game
the Game
Boy.
Boy.
No,
yeah, no,
I
the
won the
stuffy.
Game Boy,
Yeah.
but I wanted
But
the stuffy.
he wanted the stuffy.
And Frankie,
and
you're
peer
the one that
pressure.
saw the talking gypsy, or not gypsy, the
Yes.
fortune teller. Sorry.
Fortune teller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh, and Ashley was flirting with me.
Yeah,
Ashley was flirting with you. Hey,
and was tiny bit scared of Frankie.
and then for those who don't remember the way the night
I'm
ended,
also a tiny bit scared of Frankie.
the camera panned away as we did not notice a picture of a certain individual.
Yeah, my brother Jason, everybody's
Mm.
favorite.
But my
Forever.
mom also admitted this locket has, or she didn't admit anything, but she alluded in her response to my text that she recognizes this locket, or she was concerned in where I found it, which is enough for me to believe there's something there.
Oh, and also, Isai won a stuffy for
The
For
cat
Rory.
stuffy
yeah. Hold on,
that-
where?
we were gonna try to steal.
Yeah, there it is.
I-
And
I won the giant version of it.
Yeah, the giant version of it, and then Rory traded the Game Boy to it as a nice little gift, and and then Isai brought up his brother, and it got sad.
I made it awkward.
Yeah,
It was
made it
kind
awkward.
of the bonding moment you'd expect at the beginning of a wonderful movie where those two people probably die.
Yep.
All right then.
Yay.
Cool. I think that's everything.
For the audience, Jonathan, do you want to elaborate a little bit on who the audience saw in the photo?
So for those that didn't get to watch or haven't watched or are just jumping in, we saw Rory's missing, not dead, missing brother, Jason,
That's me.
who the photo was labeled, I think, just the year prior. And there was a photo
Holding
of
the
him
exact same stuffy.
holding
I
the
think.
exact same stuffy at the game that I won it at. And I didn't check, so we didn't see it in character.
Nope, but the camera did.
You guys all participated in that. So I'm gonna let you 4 decide who gets. I'm giving someone an advantage tonight. You can use it tonight, or you can keep it for the rest of the game, but only one of you gets it, because all 4 of you decided to chime in.
Or monster.
We're all
Yeah,
gonna
do we
fight to
wanna-
the death.
Do we want to roll these?
Can we just wait until the moment
just wait
arrives
until
and
we
we can
need it?
just give it to who needs
do we have
it
to decide who-
first?
Nope.
You have to
Yeah.
decide
Of
who
course
gets
not.
it?
Of course not.
That would be
too
too
nice.
pragmatic and fun. What are you talking about?
you
We
what.
want to stress.
Yeah.
Well, it just we all roll a d10, highest number gets it.
Alright,
Yeah,
bet.
roll these.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rollsies.
9.
6.
7.
6.
Woo!
Okay.
Go Rory.
Sad boy Rory gets it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what? It's my
Probably who I would've
consolation. My
voted for,
brother's gone.
honestly.
Okay, so you guys we start episode 3 by you guys are walking away, huge stuffy in hand. Isai, you not only hit 4 balloons, but you hit 4 balloons with 3 of these little darts that these games are made to be rigged anyways. And so with this amazing feat, huge stuffy in Rory's hands, you guys are now still walking through the carnival games. And I will stop for just a quick second and say, those of you in chat, if you would like to follow along with where they could possibly be going, maybe I thought it was Carnival map was the thing. Yep, there you go. You can click on that link and follow along the map that those players themselves have as well. So
Which is perfect, because
See
now I need to
what
bring that
I
back up again so that I can
Yeah,
see
same,
it.
right?
you guys, at the end of episode 1, or not at the end of episode, in the middle of last episode, you guys exited the Penny Arcade, walking right into the Carnival games, and now you guys are kind of in the midst of the Carnival games.
I think still with the high of his victory, Isai is kind of just looking all over the place. He's like, "What do you guys want to do? We've got the big top where they've got a performance.
What
They've
kind of
got something?
performances do they have?
And
Is
it's
it one of
usually
those like cruelty circuses kind of things where like all the animals are mistreated, or is
no,
this,
I
they
think those
stopped
are
that.
illegal now.
Yeah,
are those illegal
Oh, yeah,
now in
animals are-
2020? Whenever
animals are
was it
definitely illegal now.
2024? Five?
no, Frankie,
25.
animals are not.
25.
Well,
It's definitely illegal.
the usage of
2025.
animals is illegal.
I'm gonna look
Animals
at the
aren't.
map.
Animals are
Is there
just
a
illegal.
schedule for
Yeah.
like big top performances, the bandstand performances of when we could expect like certain acts?
If you flip the map around, you'll see that the back has some performances. The bandstand or the bystand is really just every hour. There's two different. There's a jazz group, and then more of just a like.
Christian rock.
No, I was gonna say
Christian
like
rock.
Western, but like Western banjo. No Christian rock.
No,
in
Hindu
this
rock.
Please?
This is 2025.
The
Do you guys
big
like
the
jazz?
big top though does not have any shows written on it
Huh.
in there about that one.
Do they have anything planned for it? Is there just for like maybe we just sit under it?
Maybe
It's like,
Like
a
a rest
they're
area?
performing
Yeah, I was gonna s-
experiments under it. Maybe we should go
Experiments.
peek. Maybe they have. Maybe there's like a sign outside the big top, and it'll tell us.
seems
Let's go to the
reasonable.
big top.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go.
yeah, it's close, ish.
Close enough.
I
We
just
just
gonna
follow
put
down
an
that trail.
earwig in everyone's ear, and I'm just gonna be doing like the March of the Clowns or whatever that song's called. Just and it's and then as people
I
are
love
doing it, I
Elton
start
John.
harmonizing, but off key, but trying.
That's how we fill the silence as we walk to the big top. Is we're all just doing it by the time we get there.
In Frankie's head, it's just Flight of the Valkyries, though.
It's just
As soon,
can't help
I think
himself.
Frankie says that word once, and then I just latch onto it immediately, and now we're all just.
Okay. So you guys, this carnival is not very large as far as the grounds go. So it only takes a couple minutes as you guys are walking past. You kind of cut across. You see the Love Boat ride to the left and the picnic area kind of in front of you. And as you approach the big top, you see this massive canvas silhouette that's just rising like majestically against the sky, just striped in bold red and white. The entrance is flanked by oversized golden tassels, and although it's open, it looks like both sides of these curtain doors are open. You hear kind of muffled sounds from a darkish entrance, and on one of the golden tassels, you see a sign that says next show at 8 p.m. And if any of you look at your phone, you'll see that is in about 2 hours, as it's 6 p.m. Looking up, you can kind of see the sun starting to set.
Yeah, we spent a long time in the penny arcades, guys.
Do we just miss the? So they only have the one show at 8, or do we just miss the cutoff for this one?
Yeah, can I listen to see if I hear any like a cacophony of sounds from a show happening on the inside?
Yeah, I
let's-
mean, you
let's
take
take
a
it
couple
off.
steps forward, and you
Yeah, we can just
you
peek in.
smell a mixture of sawdust and animal musk kind of pervading the air, and you listen. Make me a listen check.
Is there such a
We're all
thing?
just Scooby doing this.
Yes, there is
Yes.
such a check.
Ooh, I'll do it. I'll be part of it.
If anybody else is walking towards it, you can do it.
No, I
Never
don't hear
mind.
shit. I'm looking over some
83.
love boats.
Oh, hold on. Where's my thing?
That is a. What do we call it? Raging?
Right,
Raging
it's
is the best.
success, hard success, raging success.
So did you get a raging success?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also got a raging success. Exactly.
You hear their credit score.
I got a raging
Their
fail.
score.
I got a raging.
I can you
Don't
same.
confuse us.
You, Isai, with a
That's me.
with a raging success, you hear the distant sound of one or two people, you can't really tell, one or two people like applauding almost off in the distance from inside the tent. Because again, it's kind of like a dark-ish entrance, and as most of them are.
Okay.
Do you guys hear anything?
It sounds like there's just a
What?
few people clapping.
It's
Oh,
like sketch, like,
this show doesn't sound like it's gonna be that good. I'm willing to wait the 2 hours.
I mean, that's
Do you see anything? What's
Fair.
going on in there?
No, I just hear some stuff. I can't really hear.
Gonna poke my
Can I
head in.
see anything?
So if you poke your head in, what you kind of, without any roll needed, you kind of poke your head literally through the
Yeah, like
entrance.
full curtains just wrapped around me as I.
So
poke
the
my head in.
curtains are open
oh my god.
a little bit.
Okay.
It's not like wide open, but they're open where the golden.
I
tuxes
like
are
to
hanging
imagine
from.
his head. He pulls.
Yeah,
them
he
into
still
his
does
mouth.
it. He
Stealth.
does it.
Perfect
Who
incognito.
is who's looking?
I am.
You
Sam.
are?
Yeah.
Sam. Okay, Sam, can you make me a spot hidden check?
Okay. Oh, I'm so good at
Make me a
these.
sanity check.
Imagine.
Okay.
You
Wait,
die
I don't
Actually-
like that
Things you saw
dice.
in the
Hold on.
Frankie, can you roll me a sanity check?
Oh Christ.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, hold on. My spot hidden. Ooh. I got a success.
Oh yeah.
We love a success.
Wow. This is the first success of the game for me.
Okay. And then
I'm really sad I got my raging success on the listen and then got 90 on my sanity.
Okay, so who's all looking in? Is it just Sam?
I think it was Sam and Isai, right?
Me for sure.
Okay.
I'm just hanging out.
So
I'm like coming under your armpit.
Yeah.
Oh,
so did all of you guys whoever's looking, did you guys also roll spot hidden for me?
No, but I can.
Yes.
Oh,
if
should
you
I-
are
I-
if you are looking, you're rolling
That
a
is
spot
a
hidden.
success.
Is the spot hidden
Success.
connected to the sanity thing I just did or not?
No, it is not. If you are also are all four of you popping in your head now?
Just one after just
I
Scooby
probably
Doo
would
stack.
be.
Yeah.
I'd be watching our.
Well,
watching
now
our
I feel
picks.
like it's just it's I need the bit, so I'm gonna also pop my head in.
Y'all need to rack up that insanity meter.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So before Rory joins, you guys pop your head in, and both of you see. I mean, Isai, you see one person. So you can, from what you heard one, maybe two, but you only see one person in the center of this big ring. And the reason why it's so dark isn't so much that the whole big top is in essence dark, but they just haven't turned any of the lights on. So you're kind of in this tiny entrance into this amphitheater-esque type big top. And as you look in, you see one person in the center of this stand who had just clapped one last time and lowered their hand. And you see a cat is just doing all these little tricks on balls. It's going underneath stuff, jumping up and down. It looks like it's doing parkour on a bunch of seesaws, a swing
parquet?
that they just have a parquet. It's canon. The parquet is doing all these little tricks with this one person watching occasionally. Looks like they're saying things under their breath or talking with their hands, but you can't seem to hear what they're saying. Occasionally clapping. And Rory, by the time you pop your head in, your eyes are not adjusting very well.
I knew I should have packed my other glasses.
I keep telling you to pack those with your normal glasses.
I keep telling
I
you to
don't-
brush the hair out of your eyes.
It's part of the style, okay? I saw it on there's this Instagram page and they look really great. That's not important now. Do you guys see anything?
Yeah, there's a cat.
Wait, there's a cat. Should we go say
There's a
hi?
dude.
It's
There's
doing tricks. It's one of those trained cats.
Oh, one of those park cats.
Your backsides.
Park cat.
One of those park cats.
It's a
I
park
think he has.
cat.
I think he has an Instagram account.
We should get a
Hold on,
park cat
wait.
for the karate studio. It would
I
be a
think so
great
too.
mascot.
What would we
Does-
we just call them Park Cat, or should we name them something else?
we
Like
should look.
Jackie Chan.
We should Google the Japanese word for cat.
The man
Neko.
in the center has stopped clapping and has turned his gaze and is looking directly in line with you guys as you've been talking with your heads in.
I quickly divert my eye.
You know,
to-
pop back
I
out.
break my eye contact to look at something else in the room.
Still with your head in.
Yeah. I
I think I'm gonna keep looking at him and looking at the cat.
Gonna eye him down. I'm just
He
gonna-
just slowly
back
puts his
out.
hand down, looks down at the cat, says something under his breath, and walks off where you cannot see him. And the cat walks the couple steps to where this man just was and is now facing you guys and just watching.
Is there people in the audience at all?
You cannot, at least from the side that you guys can see from the far end, you do not see anyone.
Hey, do you want to go pet the kitty?
First of all, don't ever whisper that at me again.
What does that mean, Isai? Explain it to me.
And secondly, I don't know that we should be here.
Well, they didn't yell at us.
Yeah, but listen, if I know anything
Steve,
from
what do you
how I
mean this
grew up, you
time?
don't have to yell to make a point. My grandmother does this thing where she can just stare at me through walls. It's intense. You can
Is
feel
that-
it.
Oh yeah,
that what
my
that guy
Ajumma
did?
does that too.
He just walked away.
One grenade gets you guys. One grenade's gonna get all of you guys if you guys stay here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
pop my head
expression my
about.
grandpa always uses.
I'm gonna leave
In
some
what
little cookie
context?
crumbs on the floor right next to the entrance. In
Are
case the
you
cat
like
wants them.
opening it up more? Because last you guys had
No.
your heads were just popped in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave a little half cookie at the floor and then back out.
I'm gonna very gingerly try to just like. Like-
Frankie
Okay.
just shows up. He called me.
I
So
Huh.
Isai and Sam have pulled their heads out, and Rory, you're still there, and Frankie, are you joining?
I'm
It's just
I'm
the popping
I'm
back
just-
in.
like doing my detective thing where I'm like,
Yeah.
Six eyes aren't gonna be improved by another two. I better watch their butts. And I like just literally look down and watch their butts.
So now you're just looking at Rory's butt as the other two.
Just looking
stand
at
up.
Rory's butt as he tries to like get the cat to walk over, just like.
Rory,
Hey.
make me a listen check.
And I just want to say,
Why does
Christ.
the glute
Isai
flex when
stands
he
next to
every time.
Isai stands next to Frankie and also stares at Rory's butt.
I.
It doesn't make any sense.
Does it have? Does meets it beats it, or do I have to roll below?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, then I rolled exactly a success.
Okay.
Need to
Yay.
eat the meat.
You hear footsteps approaching from the darkness to your left side.
I'm just gonna very like, guys. I think
You can't.
somebody's.
Oh.
Oh.
No,
I
you
s-
can do that. I thought you were looking towards it.
No, I'm just gonna. Guys, so I didn't attract the cat, but I think somebody's like walking over here. Do you think they're gonna
Oh.
yell at us? Should we just like leave?
I
You-
grab you
Let's
by
go
like the
on.
shoulder and like pull you back towards the group. I'm like,
You the wrong man.
I got
Hey, if-
you to come over. I thought it would work on the cat.
it
If
works on
anybody
Frankie, because-
approaches us, just jump into formation and act like we're practicing a kata.
Which
Third
kind?
form
How
or
does-
fourth form?
Sleeping
fourth
tiger?
one. Fourth one.
Fourth one? I didn't learn
Yeah,
fourth
yeah,
one yet.
That's perfect.
I'm
We'll
out of
pretend to
practice.
teach you.
That's when
okay,
you were
perfect.
sick with tonsillitis.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're
That
gonna
was a weird
start in fighter stance. I'm looking.
And
Are we
you
just- we're just
guys-
waiting here?
You guys
gonna attack.
hear, not even hear. You guys see it before you even hear it, but you see the curtains that you guys had just poked your head in. The curtains kind of move a little bit as you hear like a click sound. As it looks like
So-
like some, and not Velcro, but there were like buttons on the inside or something of the curtains, and it looks like they're getting closed shut. And
Oh.
as it gets down to the last one, you hear a voice on the other side go, "Show is at 8 p.m." And then you hear footsteps kind of from the other side of the curtain.
I guess that's our answer.
Sorry.
Thank you.
And
Alright.
Sam, you look down as you see the tiny cookie kicked or flicked outside the bottom of the curtain. And it
Like
stops
back at me.
back at
Oh.
you. It like stops
Oh.
right at the front of
Those
your
were
foot.
homemade.
You put them on the ground though.
I put for the cat. Oh, it was cat. It was a cat
Maybe,
offering.
maybe the cat had celiacs.
Can cats
Maybe.
get celiacs?
I think so, actually.
Cats can get cancer.
Cat can get a lot of
Alrighty,
things.
and moving.
I had a cat that got cat leukemia.
Should
Sam
we?
always had a way of making me sad.
Do we have enough
It's
time to
like
unpack all of
drinking a
that?
Spoonful of
We
booty
don't.
bleach. She always had a way of cleaning you out and leaving you hollow inside. It's just
Holy
reminding
I
me-
Are
mean,
you
we do
saying
have
this out
2
loud?
hours.
I'm
Always.
monologuing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Good long monologue.
So we have
Um,
we have 2 hours
well-
until the next show, so that's just enough time to listen to Frankie's monologue, or we could go like check out some other stuff.
We could check out some other stuff. Do I really make you sad all the time? Jeez, I'm
What?
sorry.
I start
What are you talking
walking.
about? What are you guys talking about in monologues?
I'm trailing after.
Are we going to the
Isai.
love? No, we don't need to go to the Love Boat ride. That's for losers.
Hey, you
we
want to go
could
to the Love
the
Road ride, dude?
museum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
God
let's go.
damn it.
Well, I guess. I mean, are we splitting up or are we all doing this?
Do you
No,
guys
I
wanna
don't
go
wanna
to the Love-
split
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I
Then-
started walking ahead of you guys, but I'm like,
Fuck,
if you guys
I,
want to go,
like,
like, listen, there's
skip-
nothing else to do.
I
I mean,
skip
they have
ahead.
House of Mirrors and Museum of Puppeteering. Comparatively, the only other place is that would have been cool is the one we got kicked out of. So
Let's just
We
do the
can-
left boat
we
ride
can
and get it over
go.
with.
Yeah.
I mean, enough.
That way, if we
it's-
go earlier, it's less romantic because it won't be late.
That logic is weirdly sound.
that actually made sense. Huh.
Yeah.
I say things that make sense all the time. I
But
say
I
things
love
that
you
make sense
guys.
all the time.
I love you too. There's just like that silence and like, so we should just go to the. What Frankie's. Let's just go.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm trying this whole time. I'm
really
trying
thought
to
everybody else would
squeeze-
join in on that, but all right.
I feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna reach into my bag and put my karate top on. Wait, hold on. I actually
Wait,
have
why
it.
did you bring your karate gi?
Just in case we needed it. I
What
don't
are we
know.
gonna need it for?
I
What if we get
thought
into a fight
maybe-
with the with the other mall?
just in
dojo?
case?
But,
I don't
but
know.
how
in
does
case
wearing a gi help you? It helps the person who throws you.
it helps it make it less romantic.
freedom of yeah, freedom of
That's
Wait, what?
how. Because now we're just karate friends. All right.
Were we not that
Well,
before?
wait,
Yeah, just it's my comfort outfit.
It's
That-
fine, but
no,
you've
I'm
been
not
really
judging
saying,
you.
Yeah.
You saying my suspenders make me look more attractive?
I never said that.
Frankie,
think
you
any
look
of us
great
said
with
that.
suspenders.
Okay, one of us is saying that.
Well.
Okay.
My word. You have eyes that look like chocolate in the snow.
What the fuck are we doing right now?
Are we all
Okay.
kidding on each other?
I
Where
don't
is
think
the
so.
boat ride?
I was just always told when someone gives you something, you always got to give them something back. So you gave me a compliment. I figured that was the right thing to do. And your eyes do look like
Say-
chocolate in the snow, don't they?
They do. But this is getting awkward.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Should we just? Yeah, let's just
Let's just go.
just like heads
Okay.
down, walking over to.
Walking
Like an
over.
Awkward 16-year-olds.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys get to the Love Boat ride, and there is like, it seems like a guy in his early 20s, jovial man. He's got like some little peach fuzz. Almost looks like he definitely does not look like he's in high school, but his peach fuzz looks like it did in high school.
Aw.
Rosy cheeks, and is wearing a striped apron over a pastel colored shirt. And he turns back around, and in a big, unlike the other people that you've seen more of these wooden name tags, he's got a "Hello, my name is," and in quotes says "Cotton Candy Joe."
Cotton
he's
Candy
reaching-
Joe?
Cotton Candy Joe reaches into his bag as you guys get to the front of the line. Oh, welcome. Who will be riding with who?
Where did you come from?
What
I
did
got-
he was standing
We're
here the
all
whole
standing
time.
here. You guys
together.
Where did you
in his
go?
line.
Where did you come from, Cotton Candy Joe?
Yes.
Oh, the song. Oh, that was a good one. Give it. He puts up his hand for a high five.
Sam looks so lost.
Ah,
She's
I
like,
love high
"Huh?"
fives.
Gives him a high five, but he kind of like ruffles your. Are you still wearing your fedora? For your hat?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
He
am.
kind of like, instead of ruffling with your hair, he kind of like pats your head, like, "Oh, it's a good one, little guy." Yeah. So as you can see, these the cars can only take two. I don't know if any of you are together. And he kind of looks at Sam.
I
And then the
look like
guys-
a boy right now, so I
Oh,
don't know
you
what
do.
he is.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this group also
It's
isn't sure.
2025. It's progressive.
Yeah,
I got
but
Rory.
I just mean no one
I-
can tell. That's
yeah.
why I put this on. You can't see nothing.
Okay.
You can't see nothing. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's you two, he
My
says,
pec-
looking
my
at
spectacles.
Rory and Isai, and then you two in the next one.
I guess I'm riding with Sam.
I guess.
I mean, how long could the ride really be? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
guys are
it'll
gonna be
fine.
right in front and or behind us, depending on who goes first. So we
Oh
can,
yeah, maybe we
yeah.
can yell at each other from across the.
Oh, we could do like shadow puppets. I used to do that when I got trapped on the haunted mansion ride. You just take your phone and you'd use the
So
flashlight. and
anyways,
do it on the
here are these tokens, and
I
he
sit
he
down.
kind of each hands you a token if you take them. These
do.
sorry, I have to give the spiel to everyone. Sorry, even if you guys aren't coupled, sorry.
Is this
But these are the
Carnival
Are
from
these
the
chasing
UK by any
tokens?
chance?
these are the good luck tokens. At the end of the ride, there's a little pool that when you get off of the boat, you can make a wish, throw it in, or you can keep it. It gives you if you decide not to use it and you go to the Carnival Games area, they usually give you free tickets to play some of the games if you just tell them Cotton Candy sent you. Or if throw them in the pool if you'd like. But yeah, it's you guys look at them, and these golden plastic coins have on one side a stylized image of the Carnival's Ferris wheel, and on the other side a pair of masked faces, one jovial, the other mournful, like you see in theater.
Did you get these? Did you get these custom made, or are these from like Party City?
From Party City, they're not. It's okay. They're from Party City, but
You're-
it's. Anyways, next boat's here, and he kind of like.
You're,
I didn't
you're
mean
an
to
all right
offend, I was
guy,
just curious.
Joe.
I'll like
You're an all
slide
right
in.
guy, and I tip him one of the coins he gave me.
That's not
And I
how
go,
it.
So he
Okay.
only gave you one. Do you give it back to him?
You know
you
what?
each got one.
Wait, do I still have tokens from another ride or another one of the arcade?
You have pennies from the.
Okay, I'm gonna give him some pennies, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell you what my grandpa always tells me. This is pennies for your trouble, and to anyone who double crosses you, make sure you leave the rest for the worms.
The pennies are your
I make
thoughts.
eye contact with Joe, like.
And he kind of looks at you with, and you don't need to roll it to see like the sympathy, kind of like I'm sorry, you're, because he's getting the sense that none of you guys are really together, like that, and he looks at you two who said you were riding together, and this is your boat.
Ignore
Oh,
my androgynous
scooching.
friend's mumblings. You're an all right person by me.
Amazing.
That's very brave of you.
I'm gonna just put my duffel bag down and lean on it and be like, okay.
You guys
And
ever
it-
search these bags? What's
Yeah, and he
security
just
like?
shuts it. Pull the lever down, the handle, the bar down. There's like one shared bar in between, like over both of you
Hey.
guys.
Frankie, have you noticed that everybody who works here has like a British accent?
It's a British
And he
carnival.
just clicks the go button and takes
Yeah,
you
I was
off
like,
into
is this-
the.
Is this Carnival from the UK?
It is traveling. It's annual.
It's
Oh, that's right. I don't know. That's like
carnival
the
with a
first
U.
time I heard it, I thought that was pretty neat, but the second time, that's like a coincidence, right?
It's a carnival with a
Well, I mean, it's not so strange. Meow has a British accent.
Your
I thought he was
cat?
French. No, you're not. I'm not here.
Oh
Never
yeah,
mind.
we were not. Y'all just left.
I mean,
your guys' boat went
Low
about
down.
20 feet before it stopped, and then the next boat came up, and he opened up the side door for Rory, and he said,
You notice that I'm like really nervous now that we're in the boat. I'm like, is this gonna be a secret roller coaster?
It's weird that they
you,
haven't a
you
bar.
two
Just kind
I'm
of look
going-
at
I'm usually
Isai
too
to like
short
go
for those
first.
Secret roller coasters.
I
I'm really afraid of roller coasters.
I think we both do the thing where like we're both like are like you going and we're like oh
I-
okay
You just
yeah
Is the
I
seat
got-
wet?
same time as
I want to know
Yeah.
if the seat's wet.
about to
the
be.
seat that you were in was not. It was wet.
the other one was wet.
Your guys is a little moist.
Ours is a little
It's
more
a little moist. Oh, that's even worse.
Just gonna kind of like run my hand
I
and like
love
just kind of
how
like
moist seat.
try to get it off.
it's alright dude you
What
you
does
got
the
the
get the
moist
moist seat
smell
off.
like?
I god damn it.
You're trying to get the moist seat.
The four
wow.
players strike
I'm
again.
four. We are the four players.
we are the four players
The
I
four-
get
oh
in first
God.
and I scooch
Is
all the way to
that
the
our
end
is
I-
that
I
our
move
party
over.
name? The four
I
players?
think
four
it's
players?
gotta
Yeah, the
be a
four
party
players.
name.
yeah,
The
chat
four
decided that at the
players.
beginning of stream
Yep,
earlier.
that's us.
Yeah, I said that.
We did
in
it.
chat.
Oh no, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, well, she said our four players, and I just like it's one word in my brain now.
Yep.
we would get
Okay.
in.
Wow.
Isai, did you get in?
Oh yeah,
Just
I
like
got
the
in.
first thing that I
totally
Okay.
in.
like
Damn.
very casually like got into. I was holding the thing.
Closes the door. You guys go off, but as you guys are going off, you realize that there's a split, and you guys go to the right, and your boats stop kind of parallel to each other
Oh.
before you each see separate doors in front of your boats opening.
Oh, my
wait.
heart is pounding. I have like
Take a
secret
selfie.
ride anxiety.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah,
I hold
I'm
the
gonna
door
be like,
open for you. Even though someone else is probably holding the door open, I stand in front of them with no social awareness.
You're in
and
the
You
boat.
get out of the
You're in
boat
a
and then do
boat.
that.
There's like these little doors on the boat
Yeah.
ride that opened. There's
Oh,
no.
okay.
He gets out of the
I was
boat.
like, wait, are you
Wait.
getting out of the boat? To
I
open
hold the- never
the
mind, no.
door?
I'm like,
Let's
Frankie,
see how
these
good their
don't-
security is.
these,
Fucking
these
can't
don't
take us
have-
anywhere.
these don't have any like declines, do they? They're not gonna like.
I think at worst it's just gonna be like. Have you ever been on Splash Mountain?
No,
Sam, I'm
I
gonna
don't.
tell you what
I
Grandpa
gotta be like
likes
Splash
best.
Mountain. This is supposed to be
No, no,
like
no, no, no,
night.
You
no,
live a
no,
tower,
no,
do you
Well,
die?
there are
I
tons of
don't-
different types of love. This could be the platonic love boat
I don't want to
ride.
go down a splash mountain, guys. Can we
You're
gonna
move
be
this thing
fine.
around? Is there a
Guys,
panic
It'll be fine.
button?
No,
I
Sam,
think if you
I-
press the
I
button
know-
more, it'll probably release the lever. I don't think that's a good idea though.
Is there a
Yeah.
seatbelt? Oh no.
Yeah, you
Sam,
have the
quit
bar.
getting panic, please.
Both of your boats take off, and because this is technically
Bye,
like a
guys.
separation of
Take
party,
off.
we're gonna do one after the other.
We're just watching Sam panics like, good luck.
You guys hear like a slight yip under Sam's breath as she and Frankie disappear behind
no.
their own doors. So, starting with the people who went first, Frankie and Sam. You guys are in the boat, and as you're entering past these doors, you see an elegant script above it reading "Journey through the Tunnel of Dreams." And the small, like it's painted wooden. It's not even. It's like a plastic boat, but painted wooden boat. You kind of start to realize as your eyes start adjusting to the darkness around. It's painted in pastel shades of blue, pink, lavender, with the water next to you crystal clear, unlike some of the It's a Small World and some of those Six Flags rides that are just kind of gross. As the boat enters the tunnel, the surroundings around you are in a soft twilight of sorts. Overhead, you have simulated starry sky glowing above you, casting almost this gentle luminescence on the water. You are hit with the smell of blooming roses, lilacs, jasmine, and you hear this gentle instrumental kind of fill the air, a blend of like harps, violins, soft flutes. And while you're going through, think about as slow as It's a Small World, if you've been on that. There's various dioramas depicting scenes of love and companionship. There's these creepily kind of, again, like Small World, it's almost like these puppet-like dolls, some holding hands, some very much so look like they have not been WD-40 in 5 years or something, or they just haven't brought out the new editions in a while. You see a couple mechanical swans that slowly come towards your boat and then swim away, their necks forming into a heart, sometimes on the sides. And in another, you traverse into another room where a couple's dancing under a gazebo, just surrounded by fireflies. And you go through about 5-7 rooms, and it's about a 10-minute ride.
They're
Is there
breakdancing.
anything? What?
I think most of the time I'm up like this, looking ahead to see if I can spot any potential whoop-de-doos, as I affectionately call them.
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm
What are
just
you- what are
making
you so-
sure that the ride doesn't have any like
Monsters?
slides.
Yeah,
Not
that's what I was
monsters. I
thinking.
don't like slides.
Oh wait, any guy pull out of my little like case. I pull out a notepad that says case files, my friends, and I flip to Sam and I go, afraid of slides. Just writing while we're on the
Incredible.
I lean
In
over
front of her?
and I'm like,
yeah, right in front of her, and it
What
says
else
like
do you have right now?
it says can be lured with cookies above that one. It says takes off shoes, making unlikely for foot chase to go well.
Is this all from today?
No, unfortunately not.
It goes up like
It
months.
goes and it goes.
Definitely responsible for clogging the dojo bathroom.
Becoming
Hey!
less concealable as a tiny tiger as she grows taller.
Well, that's depressing.
You have your
Still.
own growth measurement chart. Of
Yeah.
Oh God!
I actually well, in our karate dojo, I put like the criminal, like when people run out after robbing a place, height measurement things. And
I put on the door frame.
I put it on the door frame and say Derek hasn't noticed.
Incredible.
I just go,
Incredible.
it's not slides. It's just like water slides and like roller coaster stuff. I don't like going down fast.
I think I found the BBEG.
Don't
Frankie.
like going down.
It's a big
fast.
slide.
Yeah, you know, like a drop on a roller coaster. I hate that.
Where does that really come from? Was there some trauma in your past?
No, it just hurts my stomach. It's like butterflies. Makes me want to throw up.
Are you gonna throw up? And I like clutch all my stuff further away from you.
If I do, I'll make sure to go over the edge. But I don't see any choppy water. I just see a bunch of swans and some.
Aging-
It smells. I was expecting it to smell like chlorine in here, but it's.
Yeah, this is where the whole carnival's budget must have went, Sam.
Yeah, it's like actually kind of nice.
Yeah. What
I
kind
don't
of
remember
monster would
this.
do that? Hide the beauty in this place. Makes
Huh.
me sick. But we're all monsters, aren't we, Sam? Monsters in the pocket of some devious god.
I'm telling you've got to like write poetry, put that on TikTok. You would be so popular.
I don't
love
know
that TikTok's
what any
still a
of
thing.
those words
Yep.
mean in that order.
2025 still around.
It's 2025. Everyone has
It
a
actually went
TikTok.
back to musically.
It did revert it.
Yeah.
Sorry, musically.
You mean
You'd
that
be great on
weird
social media.
app where everyone throws their arms in strange perpendicular angles and
Are you not allowed?
dobs?
Are you not allowed on social media?
Mama says social media is a never mind. The name.
You know, I'm not allowed to use it either. My cousins have it, and my parents say that it's like dangerous, and that's how like predators catch little kids. So, not allowed
Wait,
to have
there's
one. either.
crime on this app.
Yeah, probably.
So there was something more beyond twerking in the dark shadows.
You do know.
What? See, you're feeling
I'm
better
just gonna
already,
say,
Sam. And I rub your
my-
back. Nothing like a good old buddy to get you out of your head, right?
As you're rubbing
Uh-huh.
Sam's back, you feel these gentle mists kind of sprayed from both sides towards you as you guys go through it into the last room. And this room is a lot like the last hoorah. You see a lot of the swans the mechanical swans are all back in. There's even more of these mechanical dolls around. And you see these like blooming faux meadows and see soft petals start to fall in front of you as you get closer to the end of the tunnel. And as you fall underneath these petals, the doors open and you see light as you guys have now exited.
Did Frankie see any cameras? Because Frankie would actually look for like
Ooh,
uh,
spot hidden.
spot hidden. Oh shit, yeah.
While he's spotting hidden, I'm taking some of the petals that like fell on, and I'm just gonna like scoop up a few and like put it in my gi.
Oh,
Good roll, but I
So
don't
cute.
know what my number
This is where I keep. You know how like this is? It's like there's a little
yeah,
spot.
like
in
you got
here.
the spot.
Yeah, this
I
is where
got
my
the
phone
spot.
is, right in there. That's where my petals are.
hard success.
That way I could just reach in and be like, "Hey, oh, and also do your spot hidden," and then I will say that once we get to the end, I'll be like, "Hey, let's take a selfie," and like want to get a selfie in it.
All right.
With
So
you.
hard success, not raging, but hard.
Okay, hard success. You did see cameras, but they look like ones that you've seen before that have the red blinking light when they're online, and you didn't see a blinking light on these.
and then I just take out my notepad and write down like all the security measures that are failing in this place. Not inspecting bags, camera operation delinquency.
Is this like a school project? Are you
We're gonna
like
get kicked out.
do you have a assignment to like critique a business's
It's not critiquing, it's auditing, and it's fun.
Oh, it's not an assignment.
No, it's just for fun.
I bet you auditors probably make a lot of money. But it's fun.
Just for fun.
You're- Like telling on people is fun?
No, I just do it for myself. I don't
Oh,
tell anyone.
critiquing people and
Well,
pointing out their flaws is
no.
fun.
Be a
No,
great
no, I don't
TikTok.
I'm
critique
gonna
anyone.
like
I don't
think about the
point out
page he
anyone. I
made
don't
about
use-
me and
I
go,
don't
let's
use
just take
any
a
of this
selfie.
information. Oh, and then
Go
as you
to
like,
take a selfie, you get a buzz of a text alert. And we're gonna stop there really quick and jump back to our other two
Tornado
people that are
warning.
walking through. Tornado warning.
Tsunami warning.
Tsunami
and
warning.
in the boat ride, we would be awesome. Like this would be great. Love boat tsunami warning. That's my new
Okay.
band name.
So
Oh, that's so
That's actually
sick.
good.
Hey, sorry. Go
no,
on,
no,
Chris.
you're good. You two go off on the right side, and as your ride starts, the boat takes you guys through a very dimly lit tunnel. Unlike the other side, there isn't a lovely like fluorescent sign above you. You are both taken into a dimly lit tunnel, and you begin to hear soft, ethereal music playing. And we're just gonna do a quick music change.
Where's the music at? Damn.
Yeah, I didn't know we were
Music
listening to music.
It's on the watch together that's in the chat.
Okay.
Is this like the tunnel of mourning, or?
I think
Morning.
instinctively, Isai peers over the edge of the boat at the water because this sounds like something where like the water would start turning different colors or some shit, and he's just like, just watching, just looking around.
I think like Rory is painfully aware of like himself, I guess, in relation to everything around him, specifically Isai, and is just like wants to get closer, but has like that respectable distance of like and is also kind of concerned that there's no lights on.
Okay. You guys make it through this. You start on this dimly lit tunnel and you hear the ethereal music starting to play behind you. And nothing's really changing with the scenery around you. You see this faint blue glow coming from the next set of doors that are beginning to open. And everything just seems to pause for a moment. The boat is still moving, but everything just seems to pause as Rory, you look up while Isai is looking down at the water, and you look up and you see these illusory stars almost start to sparkle on the ceiling above you, but it doesn't even look like a ceiling. For a moment, you actually forget that you're in a tunnel, and it almost looks like you're looking up into the night sky, like you're floating amongst the cosmos as you get closer to these doors, and the doors are beginning to open, and you see the stars are starting to form along the wall. And Isai, you haven't been looking up, but you see the water start to glow this blue with these shimmering reflections of what's above. And before we get to the next room, I need both of you to roll
Roll
me.
a sanity.
Don't say that. Don't give her ideas.
Roll
no.
me a dodge bullet check.
They just what?
Just let me change the music one last time.
Fucking executes us. Look at the rabbits, George.
I need you guys to each roll me just percentile dice.
Why did
percent.
Pumped Up Kick start playing?
Oh no! It's like off in the background, getting
Why is
like
Imogen
closer and
Heap
closer.
playing?
I rolled a 5.
A 5?
Oh, what you say?
I die first.
What roll did you want?
Just a D100.
Just okay.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh lord.
She wants you to roll high.
It's a
Hmm?
90.
Oh my god.
So you guys rolled completely opposite sides.
Oh no.
Okay. Rory,
Wake me up. Sorry.
when
Singing your own music.
when the doors open, Rory, you see very similarly, kind of like the room, the first room that your friends had just gone into. Not that you saw from your own, but as you go through it, you see that this blue light is more of like a soft twilight. You can start to see the stars are not, it doesn't look like the night sky itself. Your eyes are starting to adjust and you're seeing the ceiling. But as you look down at the water, make me a sanity check.
I'm sorry, what?
Make me a sanity check.
Okay.
Do what they said.
I love you so much. You're so pretty all the time. What the fuck is it? 22?
I just need to know if you passed your sanity check or not.
That's above. That's like supposed to be below my sanity, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Then yes, succeed.
Okay. You succeed, and as you're looking into the water, for a moment, you almost think you feel Isai move closer to you. And you kind of look out of the corner of your eye and you realize that, he's not actually there, and you quickly, nervously go back to the water. And you're seeing your reflection, but for the first time, it doesn't entirely look like yours. It looks like as if somebody merged you and your brother's face the last time you had seen him, the night before you guys walked into the woods. Isai, you don't see this going on because you hear in the back of your head, escúchame. As the doors have opened and the blue light fades from your vision and you are no longer in the boat. As you feel like you're still drifting in water, you look around and Rory's no longer there, but Rory's in front of you. And as you feel like you're floating past, you start watching these visions go past you to the left and the right. On the left, you see flashbacks of the moment that you and Rory first met, when you were going over to Jason's house the first time he had ever invited you over, which was a big deal knowing his family. He invited you over and you remembered seeing shy Rory almost hanging off in the hallway, and this kind of covert glance as Rory quickly ran back to his room and you heard the door shut. You see the first time you guys talked in school together when Rory had finally joined in for freshman year. And the first time you and Jason were talking and you moved without realizing Rory was right behind you and you felt that accidental touch of fingertips and the feeling that you had in the pit of your stomach that didn't make sense. You flash forward years, the phone call you got from Rory the night Jason disappeared. And you remember hearing the pain in his voice and feeling so helpless for the first time in your life because you're so used to being the one that's relied upon by your family. And for the first time, you really felt like there was nothing you can do because you were too broken to help. And for a moment, you see that blue light come back into vision. And you see one last thing off to the right side. The countless intense late night conversations, both serious and both this shy boy that you first saw in the hallway, now just making you laugh like no one had before. And how it almost filled you with sadness to know that other people weren't seeing the Rory you knew. That once everybody else came in, these flashback visions of Frankie coming in and Sam coming in and how quiet Rory would get behind you, and you just wishing that everyone saw the Rory you knew. And as you turn back to that blue light that's coming towards you, you see Rory right next to you. And he's just looking at you with a look you've never been able to place. And then the soft, melodic violins slowly begin to fade as the boat enters in past those doors with the blue light, and you're greeted with louder carnival music. You are no longer surrounded in this darkness. You look down and you find yourself on the boat again, with Rory looking off to the side. And you look behind you, and there's no dark room. You see the doors that you had just come through before you saw all of this happening. And you're back in the boat with Rory looking off to the side at the water.
Emotional damage. Cool. Love that.
Emotional damage.
Damage. I think Isai reeling from a lot of emotions, both that he has identified and also that he doesn't quite understand. But he leans, if he was still leaning over the edge, playing with the water, he kind of sits back up. And I think Rory and him have spent enough time sitting next to each other in tight spots because families are huge, and we've got, you know, all the gatherings that we have, that just as casually as he's always done, Jonathan just puts, you know, his arm around onto the back of the seat just to relax, and just tries to steel himself, and looks over and he's like, well, this was as unthrilling as you can expect. Do you think we can rock this thing?
I think as you break the silence, Rory jumps just slightly because he's been locking eyes with this reflection for however long it's been there. Has it started to look more like his brother or more like him? Like as he's
As
just
you
been
heard
looking.
Isai's voice first start to talk to you, and you felt like it's just that presence, like you know Isai put his arm behind you. In that sudden blip, it's just your face.
What? Sorry, what?
You good?
Yeah, it was
You went somewhere.
no, it's just zoning out. It was boring.
It's boring.
Yeah, really boring.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say? What'd you ask me?
No, I was just saying that this is probably the most boring ride that we could have picked, but it's also nice. I don't think you and I get a chance to really hang out on our own anymore since Karate Club, which I don't mind the gang, but I don't know. I miss hanging out with you, man, and I'm coming to realize that we don't hang out as often.
No, yeah, I agree. We should hang out more. It's nice having friends, but he kind of like very awkwardly like does the little like elbow like bump into the sides plate. You're my friend, best friend. You're my
With you ribbing me, I think at that point I do wrap my arm around you and pull you in, you know, by the shoulder and just yank you in closer. And I'm like, pues claro que sí, of course, man. We're friends, dude. Best friends. I think we've gone through enough together at this point where I can say that you're truly, you're like, Isai stumbles over his words, but I think he settles on, you're like family.
I don't think Rory knows how to like comprehend that right now, because as he says family, he's just drifting back to that place, seeing his brother in the reflection of the water, and he tenses just slightly. But being in this sort of like very intimate environment with Isai, he kind of like lets that feeling go and just lets it sit. Yeah, family. Speaking of, when do you think Fast and the Furious 58 is going to come out?
You know,
And
once
as-
they finish reconstructing Vin Diesel's body,
It's only
As-
2 years in the future. What happened
literally-
to Vin Diesel?
every
They-
day was a new one.
every 2 days.
As you
they
ask
get-
that about Fast and the Furious, you see, you guys have been going in and out of all of these rooms, very similar rooms that they look like to the ones that Frankie and Sam had been in. And as you guys are saying that, the final, you feel the mist spray and you see the petals fall. And as the petals fall, I need you guys to make me one more sanity check.
Me and
And then also, Jonathan, I'm gonna need you to make one extra roll, but let me know after this.
Success.
Bullying. Bully.
What'd you get?
What did you get?
What'd you get? What'd you roll?
95.
Oh my god! We die on this ride.
Yeah.
What's your sanity?
75.
75. Roll me 2d8.
Dead immediately.
The 2 dice that I don't have.
Do I need to have d8s on hand?
You guys
No,
are
they just hate
rookies
me right
that
now.
Don't have D8s on hand.
My d8s are sharp.
At 16.
16.
Oh my god!
That's
Please subtract 16 from your sanity.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
that
As
was literally the worst
as
outcome.
these as
How
these
does-
petals fall,
Oh, shit.
everything goes quiet for you. And quiet for the rest of us as well. But everything goes quiet for you as you see these petals fall, and as 2 petals kind of cover your line of vision for a second, you're in darkness. And from about 50, 70, 100 feet away, you can't even tell how far away it is, you see 2 yellow eyes open. And you see a small, very small mouth open as it says, "He knows you're here." You should have stayed home.
What is it? Do I still feel Rory next to me? Am I standing?
No.
And
You're standing.
I'm terrified. Um, where are my friends? Where am I? Who are you? What is?
I don't think I can warn you again. You shouldn't be here. And the music starts up again as you blink, and you are greeted with the light, or the fading light of a sunset as the boat emerges out. And we're going to stop right there and take a quick break.
What?
So Jonathan can have a moment. But we will be back in 7 minutes. Let's just do 7 minutes like we did last time. Get up, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, get a little comida y agua, and we'll be back here at I guess 10:17 Eastern. It's 2 hours ahead. Thank you everyone for being with us, and we'll be right back.
Save me.
Okay. As Isai and Rory, your boat approaches right behind, only about a minute after Frankie and Sam's boat. They had just disembarked theirs. Isai, you feel something touch your ankle. As you see Rory step out of the boat, you feel something touch your ankle as you are about to stand up.
Ah! If Rory's not out of the way, I'm
He's out of the
pushing
way.
him the rest of the way out. And I leap out. And I'm like batting at my ankle. Hijo de tu puta madre, no sé qué me agarró el diablo.
Are you okay?
You like look at the as you're saying all that, you look at the boat. There's nothing on the boat. But you see a tiny little note that was tucked into your shoe.
My shoe.
Your shoe.
I pulled the note out.
Okay.
And I
You pull the note out, and it says, "Seek the answers where memories are preserved." Before it, the ink fades, and it's just a piece of paper. Rory, you do not see this.
Oh, I don't see the paper. I
It's a
don't see the
receipt.
lens.
You
for your
see him
thought.
holding a piece of paper.
Oh,
But you don't
what
see
you got
anything
there?
It's a note. Like almost like a fortune cookie little thing. It's at
Seek the answers where
seek
memories
the
are
answer where
preserved.
memories are preserved.
The hell does that mean?
I almost hate to say this. And then I for Frankie.
Frankie,
Is
Frankie
that the thing you
kind of
hated to
ears
say?
perk up, and he says, "Sam, we gotta go."
I like, oh, yeah.
And Frankie will close his book, and maybe only the camera might see this, if you'll humor me. But he writes, "Sam did an especially good job today working on her fear of roller coasters." Proud.
It's like the father none of us ever
Oh,
had.
Oh my god.
that's kind of sweet because right now Sam is under the impression that he only writes flaws in there, and her feelings are a little bit hurt.
Oh.
Because she's very insecure.
Oh.
Sam, as you had started to put away your phone, you feel a buzz again, but this time 2 more buzzes.
Oh, what was the first message? I didn't even see it.
Grinder.
As you open
Right.
as you open it up, you see it is a group chat with Rowan, Todd, your 2 brothers, and you. And there is a picture of you and Frankie sitting in the love boat together as you guys had ridden out. And underneath it, they just in caps to lowercase caps. Ooh.
Wait, did I accidentally send it to them?
Uh-huh.
Did I send them the selfie by accident?
No, not a selfie. It looks like they took it about 30 feet away. And if you want to
Wait,
look,
are my
you look
brothers
up
here?
from where they would be, and you see them leaning up against a building. Just Rowan's got his phone in his hand, and Todd's like,
I'm like back, like do the chest slap. My brothers are here. It
you
wasn't
get
that hard.
another buzz on your phone. You see Rowan's got is back
I'm
to
like, you don't have to-
typing.
You don't have to text me. I'm right here. I can see you.
No, they're about 40 feet away.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at the group. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go check on my brothers.
Your
And
brothers
then
are
I'm gonna
here?
jog over to my brothers.
And you see Todd kind of stand up a little bit, and Rowan's still leaning back with his phone in his hand. And they
Dude, mom and dad let you come?
yeah, they said we could hang out for a few hours, not with you. They said as long as we don't bother you and your friends, or. And
Why
then
would
he
they
and Todd
say that?
start laughing, and Todd's like, "Sorry, we don't want to interrupt you and your boyfriend. We didn't know you were into guys with hats." They're both looking around you now, looking back at Frankie and then back at
Guys
you.
Frankie is
hats.
finishing unrolling his pants because
Oh,
of his
Christ.
worry about water, the boat.
You know,
You
I'm trying
guys
to think
know
of
we're
this
not
so
allowed
funny.
to date.
Yeah. Not allowed to date. We knew about the other one. So, and then as Rowan says that, Todd just elbow into the ribs. And he goes, "We don't know about anything. Just Rowan's making shit up again." Anyways, Bob said we could hang out here as she just dropped us off while she's doing groceries, and she's gonna be back in an hour.
Okay.
She gave us pennies. Do you need any? I don't know if she gave you any money.
No, we already did the penny arcade. I have
Oh.
extras, I think, here, and I'm gonna. If I have any extras, I'm gonna give it to him.
Okay. Place 50 cents in their hands.
Yeah,
50
I'm like,
pennies.
"Here you go."
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I got you
Yeah.
on my phone. So if you guys need help, if
Yeah.
you need the power of the possum group,
It's best
Just
to call
30 feet
911.
away,
And
also.
then
I like-
again,
We see her doing it.
you see Todd and Rowan kind of look back around you again as they see the other 3 guys watching. Go, and
We
they're
have no context.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got. Yeah.
don't
no, you
worry.
guys-
I'll put my hand on her shoulder. Don't worry. One day you can join the crew too. You just gotta keep practicing.
Yeah. Anyways, have fun with your boyfriend. Let's go, Todd. Rowan, tries to
I
grab
walk
him.
away. I walk back to the group, kind of sad that my brothers, who used to think I was really cool, might possibly not think I'm cool anymore. I'm like,
You
they're growing up too fast. I used to change their diapers and tell them bedtime stories, and now they're
You
making
hear
fun of me.
Todd off in the distance. "Bye guys," waving, but only looking. If you really are trying to see who they're looking at, they're only looking at Frankie. And they're because they
Frankie just says, "They're nice blokes. Not half as bad as the spawn I almost remember them to be."
They're all
What?
right. They're gonna get me in trouble though.
Wow.
We're not really allowed to hang out with boys. I had to be like, but mom, it's my karate club I have that it's all boys, so they give me a hard time.
You
I'm
really
not
got to bring
boy.
that up with Sensei Derek. I feel
You're
like
not
I'm
a
not-
boy? Oh,
a
I am
detective.
so sorry. NBs.
Well, I'm sorry. What are your pronouns?
Crime and darkness.
What are you, Batman?
Oh,
Never
no.
mind.
I would never settle for something so vintage.
Guys,
Detective man is far more
Frankie.
interesting.
Detective Batman. Okay.
Detective Batman.
Got
Detective
it. That's your
Frankie.
new nickname, Detective Batman.
I just change it in my phone real fast.
Me too. I like AI generate Batman with like a trench coat on film
Jesus.
noir.
ChatGPT.
And I
Damn,
yeah,
you had that-
no,
you
I
made that
Midjourney
fast.
it. Yeah, I just like generate it and make it your profile picture.
If you any of you
Oh,
are
send me
half as
those.
perceptive, you
Yeah, I'll
wouldn't have
send-
gotten
I sent it to the group chat.
jumped by your little brothers there with whatever kind of shenanigans they were trying to blackmail you with.
They were just texting me. We didn't get jumped.
You seemed surprised and displeased. Then they showed you something, and then your lips moved real fast and you were angry.
It's not exactly how it went.
I'm
I
gonna
was
wave
surprised.
the piece of paper in front of Frankie. I was like, yeah, speaking about getting angry, Frankie.
What's
A
that?
clue.
Litter
yes,
is
a
awful.
clue.
I,
Do
I
you-
only say that because like you would never show me a blank piece of paper unless it was like if it had
I would
like,
never
if it had
show you
something written
something
on it, I
so
wouldn't be
excitedly.
intrigued. Yeah, the fact that it's blank, I'm like invisible ink.
Do you have your invisible ink kit?
I have
I don't know what
purple
you need.
Light pen, if that's what you mean, absolutely. You think I'm somewhat? Is this amateur hour? Step aside. Let me take.
I'm
a
gonna
good
like
look at this.
turn the
I start
flashlight on my
smelling it.
phone.
Does that help? I don't. Should I also? And I take mine out.
I take mine out. There's
No,
just three
no,
of us with.
No, this is the opposite of what I need. And I pull out my little black light or purple light pen.
Okay.
We're all just shouting at it. Like, are you sure?
And then I like literally like go, and then I take Sam's gi and I like get under it on the side, like using it as like
Oh.
a shield
Am I
against
still
the
wearing
sun.
it?
Oh, yeah,
While
of course
she's still
it is.
wearing it.
It's like,
Just
what are you
You're
doing?
like, wow,
What happened?
there's so much space in this cavernous opening.
What happened in the tunnel of like? What happened in your tunnel?
What
What?
happened in your tunnel? Name of my Anyways,
Oh.
Rory doesn't know.
All right.
So
is
Frankie,
there anything coming off the black light?
what?
It's a blacklight.
So you're using a black light?
It's like it's like the invisible ink pen
Okay.
cap. Or
which I think is
place
just a
it.
UV light. Yeah.
It's literally.
Yeah. So I'm
UV
gonna
light.
say you don't need to roll for it. You've not the first time
Mhm.
you've used this.
My gi is bright white from the UV.
It's just
From the outside,
stained
you're
from,
just
from your
eating.
sweat.
And it's gonna be closer to 7. Like it's gonna be closer to 7 o'clock because you guys did wait in that line. There was a line to get on the boat ride, so it's closer to 7 o'clock now, and the sun has begun to set enough, and it's starting to get dark around
Okay.
that the UV light works pretty good. And you see 2 words, and then a huge space, and then the end, and you just see the words "Seek the Preserved."
And like I'm reading that, and I look at like I kind of like have the ambient awareness that it's her gi is glowing, and I just go, regret, and then I just keep like looking at everything that I can on this back, forth, upside down.
As you do that, I'm looking at my gi. I kind of look like I'm from Sin City in this thing.
Oh, that's what. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna take out my phone and take a picture. But it's like clearly not gonna translate well to my phone,
No.
so it's like
Yeah,
that,
I'm
that
just
does
like,
not.
I'm
that doesn't-
doing like and with just Frankie
Just like in
bent
Sin City.
over.
Almost without wrapping the gi around my neck, but almost like I did at the tent. I poke my head through
What's
to talk to
going on in there?
Frankie. We're just disregarding, like, Frankie.
It's a lot bigger on the inside.
it's just.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop whispering weird things to me, Sam. It's Frankie. I just need you to tell me. Is there writing?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not crazy.
I didn't say that.
That's fair. Okay. I'm also. I hired you, so here's where we're at.
I'm gonna poke
Isai,
my head
I'm
into.
not a therapist.
Isai,
Like a
you would.
turtle.
Oh my god.
I'm just standing
Isai,
out
just
here
for
just
your
taking another photo.
knowledge, you would have remembered seeing the whole phrase, but now that the UV light shone on it, you just see the "Seek the huge space preserved."
Yeah. Okay.
And, yeah, I say I'm
What's
not
going
a
on, guys?
I'm gonna say I'm not a therapist. I'm a detective.
You did
Jesus.
try to pose as a therapist once to try to get information.
Yeah, and
That
I
was a
trying to
really
crack
weird
the
birthday
case.
party. I just want you guys to know.
It had a theme.
Mental health is not a theme. Anyways. I've
Hey, it was a hero theme. You know who the real heroes are? Mental health professionals.
Is now really the time I poke my head in? Is now really the time to have this debate?
No, they're unsung heroes.
It's like in a cartoon where it's like the seed is actually much bigger, but it's all just our.
This whole time we're just head to head in the gi. Right
Oh
below.
my God.
one of them whom is wearing the gi itself.
Yeah,
So good.
so
Can we get
It's
fan art?
so good.
Someone
Oh,
draw
please,
this.
someone
Please,
give
yes.
Please draw this.
I
Get in
need
the
it.
comments.
Get in the.
Cartoon logic. Cartoon.
Oh my
logic.
God. I'm
So,
actually gonna die. That's fucking
I
hilarious.
pop back out. I was gonna make a
Oh.
pop back out, and I grab Frankie and Rory, pull them out. And I'm like, okay.
My head turtles out.
It makes the whoop.
Like
I'm
the
like,
Turtle
okay.
Club from Master of Disguise.
Oh my.
Am I not
Turtle. Turtle.
So okay. We were in the tunnel.
Oh my God.
We were in the
Ugh.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is a roll for me.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Okay, we were in the tunnel. Rory and I we just were chatting. We got to the end. I felt something touch my foot. I had this note. This note was in my my sock, in my shoe. It was in my leg, on my leg, and it said, "Seek the answers. Something something. I can't remember it. Give it to me."
God,
The preserve.
you're muted.
You're muted.
Seek the answers where memories
Yep.
are preserved.
Seek
It's in
the
our,
answers where memories are
Discord.
preserved.
That
It's
what they
pinned
said.
in our chat for you.
Oh, thank you,
I
God.
love you. Thank you. I was like, so that's what it said.
We're working with professionals, Isai. We're talking about people who have the gear to move underwater and stay underwater.
I
Those
don't
perhaps
think
I'm
that
just
they
gonna
put it.
look
Maybe
over
they were
into like the
just hiding
2 foot
in
deep
the-
water.
a
Maybe
paramilitary
there's someone
unit.
hiding in the boat.
Somebody's
boat.
hiding in the boat. It's a really small
Oh,
boat.
It's a really small boat. It's
There could be
highly
a
unlikely.
there could be a compartment.
They're using waterproof paper.
are the
and
boats
it
still
needs to
there?
be- This has got to be.
No, the boats have
Up.
gone back around.
Well, there goes our evidence.
Okay. I don't think. Okay, this couldn't have been somebody in the water. I was looking at the water. I was staring at the water. I would have felt somebody. So that's insane. That's
Someone's
insane.
got
We're in.
So
really
did-
You
good,
didn't
fast
feel-
hands.
Did someone grab your foot? You said.
It felt like something was grabbing. I think it was just the paper. I think it was the paper that I felt.
So they're
think
putting
maybe it
Is
just-
it
paper-
possible that
snagged it
that
on something?
paper was put in your shoe before the boat, and
I
you only
don't know.
noticed it until after?
Maybe. Well, all I know is we
Sam,
have
you
the
said
paper.
Sock. You said sock. It's a big difference.
Here's
Sorry.
either
What is
way.
the difference?
Here's what I know.
It's about 4 inches.
You know a lot about. Never mind. Sorry, go on.
Frankie, I hired you,
You did, and I'm still on the job.
and you're still on the job, and this is the first solid clue we've had in months.
Someone knows something, and they want to meet us. This is what this means.
I
Okay,
don't-
but where is that here?
Where memories are
Is it
preserved.
obvious? It's clearly. 1 second while I look at the map.
Yeah, no, I'm pulling that shit up
Memories.
right now.
where.
Right?
It's the photo
Clearly.
The
booth.
photo booth.
Oh, I was gonna say the Museum of Puppeteering.
Also, if
Your
they had a
memories
wax
are
museum,
associated with puppets?
I would
The
say that it's
merry-go-round?
got to be photo booth because photos are preserved memories.
That's true. I was gonna say bandstand. That's also an option because, like, you
It's
know,
gotta be the
music
photo
is
booth,
forever.
though.
It's got to be the
Sam.
photo booth.
I'm
You
not a
would
detective.
remember that the photo booth was near the Museum of Puppeteering.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah, it's by the Museum of Puppeteering. At least that's where it was last year when I was here.
okay, we
with
start
somebody
there.
special.
With somebody,
Alright.
my brother.
Jason's been missing for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years ago. Sorry, it was
Case
3
is
years. I was
still
there.
open.
3
I was about
years
to.
ago.
Man,
I
that's
was like, wait a
crazy.
second.
You come
Like,
back
you
for this?
saw him a year?
Oh,
We've been
no, this is
searching
not
for
canon.
so
Not
I said,
canon.
Where is
yeah.
he?
I said 3 years ago. He's in my closet under my bed.
I believe it.
I see.
It's always the more.
And I
Oh,
think in this
no.
moment,
No.
in this revelation, I do turn to Sam and I do turn to Rory and I'm like, listen, I know I'm crazy. I know it's crazy. I know that everybody has given Jason for dead, but
Not me. This case will
Alright.
either break
and
or
I point to Frankie and I'm like, but Frankie, what do we say? He's not dead. He's
He's a missing person.
That's what it is. I start backing away from you guys, heading towards puppeteering.
I-
We're gonna find him, and we've got a clue. He's out there. I promise you guys, he's out there. He has to be.
That's right. Most
Yeah.
people are found within 25 miles of where they went missing, and we are still within that range.
Guys-
It's a very small town.
I'm.
Oh wait,
You
no,
ever
we're in Los
considered
Angeles. Never mind.
Maybe he doesn't want to be found.
You weren't that bad of a girlfriend, Sam.
I don't think that's what they were. I look at Sam with like a look of understanding because I know what my parents are like, and
I just mean, I don't know. Maybe he ran away. I'd
He
rather
would
think
not
of
have
that.
ran away without telling us.
I'd
There's
rather
only
think
one
about
thing that
that than
makes a
him
man
being
run away.
dead.
That's good. You're
predator.
right.
And I
That's a
also
better
think
thought.
that being kidnapped is pretty traumatizing too. So I like to think that he ran away, that he met some beautiful Korean woman who tempted him with her amazing kimchi and they went across the ocean together.
that's incredibly insensitive, but okay.
Sensitive.
Isai grabs you by the gi, not forcefully, but in a moment
kinda-
of platonic embrace. And it's like, you were a phenomenal girlfriend.
I'm
Okay.
not allowed to have boyfriends. We were just
You're a phenomenal,
were-
significant
You were
person.
a phenomenal partner to Jason. And he would not have left without saying at least goodbye. So,
Yeah.
you know what? At the very least, doesn't it make you mad, Sam, if he did leave without saying goodbye?
no, because I
Don't you
don't
just
want
wanna
him to be
judo
dead.
We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him.
Not
We're gonna
that
find
he's
him.
a
I start
machine.
walking. I start
I'm
walking.
just
I'm just
kinda
talking to
like,
myself, and I'm like, we're
Don't
gonna
want to
find
get my hopes up.
The four
Is
players
all I'm
don't stay
saying.
down.
As Sam's pouring herself a beer out of nowhere. I don't wanna...
Whatever, man.
I'm not
I
allowed
don't
to
even
have
care.
boyfriends.
Rory's
I
just
also didn't know.
dragging his feet behind these three. He does not care. He's
I'm gonna
basically
le-
shut down.
I'm gonna be like to Issei, Jason told you about us? I thought we were supposed to keep that on the DL.
I
I-
think Jason kept anything from me.
I went through all of his stuff once.
Oh no.
Go the horchata.
I look like
The Puppeteering, the Museum of Puppeteering is not very far from the map that you guys saw, which I will link that one more time in chat because we have some newer people. If anybody wants to follow along where
That's
our
right.
group is walking around. But you guys kind of walk through this little picnic area, and as you're approaching the Museum of Puppeteering, which really wasn't that far, you can see a photo booth just maybe like 20 feet off of the Museum of Puppeteering's entrance that has a big sign that says "Come on in" above it.
As we approach the photo booth, I
Mhm.
turn to Frankie and I'm like, all right, investigation mode.
It's always on. You know this, Isaiah.
It's just like
As you
Batman.
guys approach the photo booth saying that, you see that the curtain is shut and you see some flashes being taken. The curtain falls. It's kind of like one of those mechanical ones you'll see at shows and stuff like that. And the curtain falls maybe like it stops about 2 feet above the ground. Again, closed shut from where people would be inside sitting, but without having to roll, at least Isai and Frankie, as you guys have walked up talking about investigating, you don't see any feet in there, but you hear movement and you see the flash going off.
What did the fortune-telling machine tell me? I can't remember, but I want to see if I could make it apply here.
So the fortune telling machine was oh shoot. It wasn't
Stop
it
stealing.
wasn't about coming here.
No, it was ominous. It was
It
kind of
was-
like the thing that I got with the eyes.
Cuz yeah,
But it said something about another location.
it did, but it was referring to something where you guys have already been.
Okay.
Have
The love boat ride.
are Frankie and I far enough ahead to where I could say something to him without the rest of the group hearing?
Yeah, I'm
If you
trailing
want to
behind.
be.
I
Yeah.
Don't-
yeah,
I'm
I'm
If you
totally
guys-
behind
if you guys-
with Rory.
If you guys would
I'm a
be
dead
okay
man.
with that, I think I think as we're getting closer and it's just Frankie and I saddle up closer to him. I'm like, Frankie, listen, I know. You remember the thing with the fortune teller that you were telling us? I saw something. I experienced something. I felt something. I don't know if it's the same thing that you're feeling or felt or saw or did or
Think it
what.
gets leak?
Listen, that would be the best explanation ever. Because if not, I reach into my backpack and I pull out the Vicks. And I'm like, because if not, listen, I'm going to have to start lathering all of us in this. And I know Rory doesn't like it, but something's up, man. And I feel like a crazy guy.
You know,
And I'm not the crazy guy.
you're not.
I kind of stare a little longer at you when I say I'm not the crazy guy.
I hear you loud and clear. Now listen, we need to be the rock right now. The people of the greatest trauma are behind us. A dame who lost a man that she loves deeply and willing to believe that she'd rather lose him to another dame rather than see him dead. And the next of kin of an already strained family. So it's up to you and I, which I think is a perfect thing because we're opposites in the best of ways, muchacho.
You did read the little my Dora the Explorer starter pack.
No, I actually didn't, but it inspired me to get note cards. And you.
Oh, I probably should have started with those actually.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, I just want to say this. It's nice in a world where nobody giving a hairball about anyone else. The tough streets of this city, place where angels have fallen. Where people give you the time of day only for their own benefit. And who could blame them? Everyone's trying to survive. I have felt more alive on this case for someone I didn't really know at all than any other case I've ever worked on. Even on cases not on cases.
I slap a firm hand onto the back of his
hitting me.
on his back, and I kind of grip him by the shoulder and I pull him in. I'm like, exactly, it's up to us. We're gonna figure it out. Don't get me wrong, you crushed it on the mystery of the catnapper, and it turns out it was just the cats gathering behind the fish mart at all the empty, But hey,
Right,
we wouldn't
but
have found out.
The drug dealers were a bonus.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that they were just dealing drugs out of there, kudos.
Was a great code.
It was genius. It was genius. Now, I'm gonna try to lift the booth. We're gonna top to bottom. We're gonna check this thing. As we approach the booth, you said the curtain comes down.
No. So it's one of those like side swiping
Side
curtains.
swipe. Okay.
But I'm saying it ends about 2 feet above the ground, and you can't see any feet, even though you see the light going.
I'm as disrespectfully as possible. Just gonna open the side and look.
You swing it open. Roll me a dex check.
I got that.
You
Mom?
fucking smack a gun shows up
Dex?
and
Dex.
Dex.
Actually, no, it wouldn't be dex. Because
Avoid
it's Call of
bullets.
Cthulhu. Roll me dodge.
Well, there is a dex.
There's a
general
dex.
Yes,
There's
but
also a
dodge is
dodge.
half of your dex.
Can I
Oh,
jump in the
reaction.
way?
You.
Lord.
So
Can I
roll
jump
me
in
a
the way?
dodge.
You know what? I'm gonna use the
Frankie
other
just go,
die.
No.
So while Jonathan is rolling, for those in the audience in Call of Cthulhu, yay or nay, we'll get into that in a second. But in Call of Cthulhu, we have dexterity checks, like a regular dex ability score, like we do in Dungeons and Dragons. However, to dodge, that is different from a dex, which I love. Which to roll dex, it's whatever to roll dodge, that's half of your dex that you need to roll under. So coming back to Isai, what did you roll?
100.
100.
Can I do? I mean, before you
You
even
be-
rolled, I asked.
No.
Could you push it?
Away.
You could try pushing
No,
it.
you cannot push
Oh
failures.
no.
You cannot push a fail like that.
It's a
But-
90
With
and
a
10.
100,
You die.
you swing the
Bad.
curtain open as the light flashes, and you hear a hiss as you feel sharp nails, not on your. Actually, no. Yeah, based on how you feel sharp 2 nails on your face cut in. And I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna say give me take 2 points off of your hit points.
Oh Christ.
Actually, no, not 2. Just take 1. Just take 1 because you guys are younger, so your hit points are lower. You take 1 point of physical damage as you hear the hiss. You feel something slice your face as you feel something hit your shoulder. And the 3 of you, Frankie, Rory, and Sam, you see a cat just parkour leap off of Isai's shoulder and run into the Museum of Puppeteering. Frankie, specifically, make me an intelligence check.
Ah, goddamn it was Parkat.
Parkat did it?
Was it the same Parkat?
Actually,
many
Sam,
Parkats are here?
make me a intelligence roll, and you and Rory.
I
Really?
got a
Oh.
raging success.
Raging success.
go.
Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a second.
I got a
Intelligence check, you
raging.
said?
Yeah,
Wait.
intelligence.
Wait. What is 000?
That's 100.
100. That's a critical
Fuck!
failure.
Oh no. 92?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so Rory, I'll go one by one. Rory, you hear Isai yell out in anguish, and you don't even care what just ran past you. You look like
Yeah,
a
running over
rodent.
him.
You look like you're running over to tend to him. Sam, when he pulled back the screen, you were looking, the way you were angled, you were looking right into the light as you are almost blinded. You feel that light blind your eyes as you yell out, cover your eyes as you're hearing Isai yell. But Frankie, you see as this parkour cat pushes off of Isai, Le Meow run into the Museum of Puppeteering.
No.
And as you watch this cat run in, Sam, your eyes are closed. Rory, you are rushing the 10 feet to get to Isai as he's got blood coming down from his cheek as he's got a small nail gash. The camera pans back as the sun has just about set. We are nearing we're about 8 o'clock now as the sun is setting. And as the camera pulls back, we see in a dark corner, we can't tell where it is, but a dark corner of the carnival, as the sun is set and darkness surrounds this one area, we see 2 yellow eyeballs open again, very similar to the ones that Isai saw before. And we hear, "I tried to warn them," as a small hand reaches out and grabs onto a lever and pushes it down as lights begin to turn off around the carnival. And with that, we are going to end episode 3.
What the?
Thank you all to my players, my producer Erica, my tech jockey Curtis behind the scenes. Thank you to our audience who are with us to see this lovely story. And in true Call of Cthulhu fashion, things are starting to snowball just a little bit. I am D&D Imposter on all social social medias, aka Chris. You can find me making teehee funny haha memes on Instagram and TikTok. You can also find me playing Nethera on Heroes of Bastion, a Masks TTRPG. Also with Chris, who I'll be passing off to in a second, and you can find that on Alec the Bard's YouTube. I will be going backwards this time, and we will be starting with Scxrlet, aka our lovely Sam.
Hi, I'm Scxrlet64. Definitely not scared of slides. You can find me on all the things. I will be streaming Out of the Abyss on Sunday on my channel, Scxrlet64, and my dessert dragons are live, though I did sell out, so there will be more, so you can go get those in a couple of days. Popcorning it to Charm.
Hello, I'm Old World Charm. You can call me Charm. I am a professional dungeon master. You can find me on almost everything under Old World Charm. TikTok, Instagram, it's _Old World Charm _. But I stream D&D games all week long. Please join us Friday and Sunday Pacific Standard Time, unless you have other commitments. Of course, I don't want to step on any toes, but where we're doing Shadows of Samaria. It is a high-level D&D campaign, and you do not not want to miss this weekend's reveals. Even if you've never watched our show before, the role players are amazing. Just like as amazing as the people around me here. Yeah, and speckled through our series and one-shots of all kinds of interesting stuff going on. So yeah, give me a follow there. Let's see. And oh, big thank you, by the way, to the crew and the editors who make such amazing moments so shareable on social media. It's top notch. I'm always so impressed by everyone here. So, and of course, to everyone who makes these moments happen. You guys are funny as hell. And I'm going to send it on over to the Scxrlet himself, Jonathan.
Hola, buenas noches. My name is Jonathan Perez. I play Isaí Guerrero. Thank you again to everybody, production, to this amazing cast, to the audience, because without you guys, truly this would be just us hanging out in make-believe land, which would still be fun, but it's funner performing for you. You can find me at Latinos Against Spooky Shit. You can also find me playing Mal in the Mysteries of the Maw, Tales of Novum campaign with Alec the Bard. A phenomenal story of loss, fear, growth, redemption, all of it? None
Lasagna?
of it? Lasagna? Probably. But check it out at Tales of Novum. And yeah, you can catch me streaming Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Intermittent throughout the week as well with other friends. But yeah, I'm going to popcorn it over to my favorite, and not at the bottom at all, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. Also, parentheses. I am also known as Hamasamakun on all social media platforms. That is Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Probably some other ones that I haven't deleted, but I should probably get around to. I think I had a Tumblr once.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's HAMASAMAKUN. You could also find me at Hot Asian D&D when that comes back soon. We're going to be doing something fun for the Autumn Festival. It's a pastry heist on the moon. And you could also find me playing Rally Wheeler, my favorite boy, on Here's a Bastion alongside our lovely game master Chris. Yeah. I'm scared, you guys. I just wanted to hang out. I just want to go to the
Dude,
carnival.
the lights going down.
Bro, we are gonna die.
I've
But
already
there you
taken a ton of
go.
damage.
I'm Samakun on all the media. Okay, bye.
Anyways, before we are going to be back next Wednesday, the Ash and Shade Committee returns at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm pretty sure, unless our tech jockey wants to correct me on that one. But 7 p.m. Eastern. If you like what we do here and you want to support the channel, you can by picking up cool stickers at Scxrletwoodworking.com. Use code 5 chance for 10% off your order on stickers and anything else in the shop. And until we see you next week, drink some water, eat some food, get at least 8 hours of sleep for the love of God. And I hope all of you are well. And we'll see my lovely cast to see what happens. As in the Call of Cthulhu, the Game Master starts taking a little bit more control of what's happening. Look forward to seeing you guys.
There is no God here.
There is no God.
Danger.
The only god here is Chris.
Thank you.